What's up and welcome back. This is Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and we're going for a ride in a 1978 Trans Am. This one has a matching number 400 under the hood. Look how clean this car is. AC set up. We'll be testing that out. Power steering. Lots of chrome. And it definitely has the 80s vibe going. Aftermarket set of wheels, disc brakes in the front, drum in the rear. Check out the detailed pictures I provide at maplemotors.com along with financing and shipping. You can all see that there, as well as all the cars that we update on the website every Monday. We usually put about 10 on every week. Hey, if you want some shirts, we got some gear. Check us out under the YouTube store here. We've got women's shirts, kids shirts, cups, beer glasses, all kinds of different stuff. With your favorite slogan, you know what that is? It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Before we take off, gonna look around the interior. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works on this one? It's a game we have going for a while now. Seems like half the horns don't work. It's like you got an EQ, B&M shifter, power windows. Checking the interior out. Package tray looks decent. Seats are in good shape. Headliner could use some work. It's definitely torn right there. Pretty much all of this headliner needs to be replaced. T-tops look great. Let's go ahead and start her up. Check in power windows. Working pretty good. Across the dash here, we still got a cold motor. All I did was pull it up and start the video. I'm trying to get you in there. There we go. See, the oil pressure is working. Water temperature should work its way up. There's the mileage. I mean, very well could be original mileage on this. I just can't prove it. Gas gauge looks pretty broke to me, so we need to stop and get some gas. Your battery gauge is working. Blower motor. I got the AC on max, but it's not pulling on the compressor. Compressor's not engaging. It's definitely blowing on me right now, so it is working, but the compressor is not kicking on. Let's try the radio. Radio is working. Just on a dead channel there. Wipers do work. Horn, are you ready? Did you place your bets? It does work, and it works good. Tilt column on this one. Okay. Let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives. I'll try not to miss any flaws. That's what I'm looking for, is just all flaws on this car. So let's take her down the road. Getting ready to roll out of here. All right. Anything I see, I will point out. That's why I make these videos. I do that for the people that are out of state. That way when you get here, you don't have any crazy surprises. People think I'm crazy for pointing out flaws. I just think it's the right thing to do. Here we go. Water temperature is coming up. Speedometer's working. Tach is working. Going straight as an arrow down the road. No issues there. She gets down, that's for sure. Kick down is hooked up on this one. Brakes. Brakes are good. Pretty good. Even the clock's working on the dash here. Steering's nice and tight. pretty good sound to it at the red light too. So our gas gauge is broke. I'm telling you, it's done for. It's all the way on the past the full side, pointing towards the building over here. So we're gonna go to the gas station. I'm gonna put some gas in it, and then we'll continue the ride. I want to get some undercarriage shots. I haven't looked up under this car yet personally, but from what I hear, it's very clean. So we'll check that out and see what it looks like under there. Turn signals are popping up on both sides of the dash right here, in the middle. We'll pull up to the pump over here, get some fuel, and keep this test drive rolling. Just put about $20 worth of fuel in this ride. And we already know the gas gauge is messed up, and it took all 20. So we probably needed some fuel. Such a pretty car. Put the gas in back here in the back. And let's hit the road. Okay, got our outside footage, done a lot of circling around the parking lot. Engine temperature is not even 200, probably more like 170. Oil pressure's around 40. And we're gonna roll out. What do you think? Long route? I think so. Make sure y'all are straight here. Kind of look a little crooked, don't you? There you go. Everybody's parking in the shade over here because it's like 100 degrees today. Suspension's okay. I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. It's a little bit bumpy. Definitely not bad. Look at that deer. I knew I seen something in the rearview mirror. Golly, he's getting it. He jumped right across the road behind us. I'm real happy he didn't run into us. He was full sprint. Speedometer on this one's way off. I'm running about 30, 35, and it's saying if I give it a little gas, it jump up to 60 like nothing. So yeah, the speedometer's not reading correct. If I was running 60 through here, we'd be sideways right now. So overall, so far so good. On this car, it does have some paint cracks we're gonna get to. I'm gonna show them all off to you right here towards the end of the video. So you got paint cracks. You got a headliner that needs to be changed out because it's sagging and pulling apart everywhere. And the AC compressor's not kicking on. So that's 3 things that I've found that you should definitely know about. Tire chirp when it hit second. That felt good. That was a good one. I probably shouldn't have done that by the driving school. That's a bad influence. Be sure to stick around for the walk around video, pointing out all the chips, scratches, flaws on the outside of this car. And of course, you can see any of the cars on our car lot through a virtual test drive video just like this. I post them throughout the week. I usually have everything up by Wednesday, and we update every Monday with new cars. So hit subscribe, share this channel, and hit like. I really appreciate that. And you can also check out our gear that we just picked up right here on the YouTube store. You can look below in the description and go straight to the website. Let's do this walk around. Time to pick out the flaws. Okay, we're up here getting ready to walk around this car, point out any kind of chips, scratches, flaws in the paint, looking for rust, looking for issues. We do have detailed pictures at maplemotors.com, so go over there, check that out. And of course, we have financing and shipping available for you as well. Let's get started here. Now that I've got the trunk open already, you got your spare tire back there. You got about half of a mat back here, just some carpet. The pan really doesn't look too bad. Just kind of looking around in here. Package tray. Everything's nice and clean. Weather stripping looks pretty good. It's been replaced. The jams are nice and clean. You got a little scratch on your trunk lid there. Some cracks on the edges. Coming around here. Looks like some chips popping up here in the front too. Needs to be touched up. Coming on down with this. Keys are in the car. It's got a good spring to it. It's locked up. Let's shoot down the lower portions of the car now. We're going to go down the sides, come back to midsection, and then hit the top. Got some chips popping up right here on the side. The paint is an older paint job. I mean, look at it. That's old school. It's got a purple line coming up, but you can see all around the car it's got these little cracks. That's from old paint. Coming on a little bit more, there's a couple little scratches there. Down the bottom, you can see a touch-up line. Lots of chips. Coming on down the stripes here, up and over. Got a chip in the paint right there. Got a couple chips up front. And a little spiderweb crack on the front bumper. Coming back, this midsection and top, got some chips already up here in the front. Right there. You got some chips on the edges of the door right there. And then this is painted on. It's like a little purple stripe, goes all the way around. There's a chip right here in the middle of the trunk. Couple on the edges here. Back window looks pretty good. T-tops in good shape. Up here on top, there's some cracks in that paint job, the older paint job here. Right in the middle as well, all in this area. Couple in the back too on the passenger side. Checking out the front windshield here. Pretty good shape. I don't see any chips, no lines from the windshield wipers. Your jam in between the hood and the firewall, it looks good. It's nice and shiny, clean. Edge of your hood there's got some touch-up marks. We'll get to that here in just a moment. Coming around the front end, got a little scuff down here in the lower portion. You got some cracks right here in the middle. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead, go down this side. We're gonna go down the lower portion, hit midsection, hit the top. Same thing. You got some chips down here, right in front of your passenger front wheel. You got some scuff marks here on the front bumper. Coming up over that, light scuff there. Down on this lower portion. Lots of chips back here in the back, right there. Up and over, you got some cracking in the paint. Old paint there. It's kind of coming up the side a little bit. Light cracks. Little chip there in the back. Going back to midsection. Those cracks, we already went over them. Some light scratches on here. Shouldn't be an issue there. Little touch-up mark right there. Black's hard to see stuff in, so sorry if it's not popping up on the video. Some of this stuff's really small too that I'm pointing out. There's some light cracks right there in the paint. Bubbles. Light scratch right there. Little chip right there on the edge of the hood. Looks like they got some extra glue they put up on the windshield there. A little thick on the inside. Windshield itself's in good shape. Coming up over your pillar. Some cracking going on in the paint right there. Little scratch here. Got a little spot in the paint there. Touch-up mark. Some cracking up here. And of course, this is a magnet tag. It's safe. It didn't hurt anything. But that's about the only spot I can put the magnet on this one. Got some chips popping up here in the corner. A little light scuff there. Back of this car really looks pretty good. You got some light scuffs. That should come right off. Picked up a lot of dust on this test drive. All right, made it around this ride. Let's check out the interior, get her started up, and we'll call it a day. Easy to open the door. These doors are huge. Door panel itself's in pretty good shape. Weather stripping around the edges look good. Your jams look good. Carpet's older but in really good shape. The seat on this one's got some weak spots on the edge, but it's not ripped up. Got a little hole there. Same with around the edge here. It's kind of thin looking. Back. Basically just a headliner in this one would help out a lot, because the headliner on this is just kind of looking a little bit old there. Sit down inside this one. Gauges are reading good. Oil pressure's around 40. Engine temperature's around 160. Under the hood's nice and clean. Coming on down with it. Easy to come down with, just barely pushing it. And she's locked. Got purple accents around the car, purple hood scoop. Touch-up mark there on the edge. I think I showed that earlier. Hey, don't forget, MapleMotors.com has financing, shipping, detailed pictures. You can also look below in the description and see all the Maple Motors gear, t-shirts, cups, all the different stuff we have to offer if you're interested. First run is out, second run's coming up in probably the next month or so. I'll have another run of t-shirts, all different sayings and different designs. So be sure to hit subscribe, share this channel, and hit like, and I'll keep these videos coming your way. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you later.